All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the live show that we are doing from Riding Shotgun with Charlie. We are at the Samson booth, 70737 at Caesar's Forum in the SHOT Show, and this is a whole new experience. We haven't done anything like this before, so this is very cool. Our show, I don't have a list of the people that are sponsoring because I'm kind of trained professional. But one of the things that we're doing here at the Samson booth is we are raising money for Mission 22, and you can see them behind us, behind the scenes. There is a claw machine here at the Samson booth, and for $10, did you try it?
I have not. I will.
For $10, you can try. You can get 2 shots at the claw machine, either with a T-shirt. That's pretty substantial. You can also win a green card. So there's a wide variety of things that you can do. Anyway, so we got some people here. DJ Play Nice is here. Awesome. Glad you can hear us. Glad you can see us. I have with me Cody Snooski from.
Yes, you did. You got that up?
So it is great to have. It's great to have you here. Is this your first SHOT Show? Let's ask you that.
This is not.
It's not your first SHOT
I don't know what number it is, but it's been a few.
Very cool. So have you been with FPC for a long time, or did you come with other people?
So I have been with other companies as well. So I was with FPC. I'm now with FPC Action Foundation, which is kind of our related organization too.
Right.
That's fine. So I've been with. I suppose this is technically my FPC and Action Foundation, which seems like cheating.
Right now, that's not.
But I've always been in the space. I've always before this, I worked for a nonprofit as well, doing Second Amendment litigation, other constitutional litigation as well. So it's always been for the same things.
Excellent, excellent. One of my friends likes to say that we work for the Second Amendment. That's what we do.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I like to say it a little different. I like to say, why can't we pull a Rodney King and say, can't we all just get on the Very cool. All right, so DJ's telling us that the both audio and the video are poor, which is great. Thank you so much. We're glad you're here. Sorry it's not working out better. We had to turn someone's phone into a hospital and say, look, you leave, I think you're coming here. So, you guys, let's talk about FTC stuff. So FTC has, you guys just had some groundbreaking decisions, right? You guys were involved with the 18 to 20.
Yeah. So in Pennsylvania, we had a case challenging a law that prohibited 18-year-olds from being carry permits, and we just got a massive win in that case. We're ruling in our favor.
Nice.
And I think the 18 to 20 issue is particularly interesting because a lot of us in the space and in the industry are no longer 18 to 20, so it can kind of be a forgotten area for a minute. But when you look at history, which is how we look at bounds, works, you look at what it meant when it around. When you look at history, if it wasn't for 18 to 20-year-olds carrying firearms, we wouldn't have a country. Oh yeah, we don't have a nation. And so I think it's a very unique issue. It's an issue that doesn't always get a lot of attention, but we're seeing what's really focused on it now, and we're starting to see a lot of wins. So this is our 6th win. So it's great.
That's very cool. I did my day job is and there's a book about it's Indian and so that what I wanted to show is say this is in the Civil War. My point was in the Civil War there were people that were I think there were people that were under 18 that were under 18 that were fighting this Civil War. So that brings us back to what 1865.
Yeah.
So people, teenagers were there. have guns and protect their country.
And we're pretty just able to. We're expected to. We're required to.
Yeah.
In some instances, now I'm not saying that that's what should shift to. It's required to. But the idea of going the opposite direction and prohibiting these people from being able to possess or carry arms is just completely antithetical to everything that the Second Amendment says.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I don't want to say it's shocking to the anti-Americans like this to happen, but it's a little bit.
And ironic when they're also pushing to lower the
To lower the
ages.
right. I hate to say we don't like to talk about politics, but we know that the human mind is not fully formed until they're 25 or 26 years old.
I've met 25 to 26 year olds. I'm not sure it's always
Could be a little higher.
fully formed by that point either.
Right. But we get to be adults, air quotes when I say adults. We get to be adults when we're 18. We can drive cars when we're 16. You can smoke cigarettes when you're 18. You can vote when you're 18. If you're male, you have to enlist, or not enlist, but you have to register with friend. And then 21, obviously, to drink alcohol. But they don't want to be anti-drugs. They don't want to. They want to lower the age for voting, drop it to 16.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Well, and it's the idea that you can be deemed an adult in all these other ways.
Yep.
But then be prohibited from protecting your own life, right? Because at the end of the day, the Second Amendment protects the underlying natural rights from both man and tyranny, right? Like, I'm not saying this is also a check and balance, very different. But what's inherent in this is protection and preservation of life.
Yeah.
And so the real outcome of that argument saying that 18-year-olds cannot carry firearms, what you're saying is their lives are unsafe.
Yeah.
You trust them as an adult in all other aspects, but you don't trust them to protect their own lives. You can also go get married
Oh my God.
and have a family.
So, but that's only your. Just kidding.
So yes, you could start a family at 18. You could buy a house. You could get a mortgage, and then you have a government that's going to say that you can't put in the protect.
This is I'm gonna tread lightly when I say this, but I like telling people that I love the abortion. I love the abortion. Using air quotes when I say it, because if you're a 14-year-old girl and you can have an abortion without your parents' home, then I've been saying for a long time, when you leave your abortion, you should stop at the liquor store, buy some cigarettes, get a driver's license, get a credit card, get a mortgage. You're making adult decisions. So welcome to adulthood. It sucks, but welcome to adulthood. Be an adult. And if you're making adult decisions at 16 years old, be an adult. It's a good thing to do.
I mean, go enlist, get a mortgage.
I get some friends that are they sort of military capitalists, and they said the reason the military takes, they don't take women, but the reason they take people that are 18 years old is because they're invincible. So they'll go in and do all these crazy things that they're not people do.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It is. All right, what else is FEC involved in?
Our other big cases have been our cases against the ATF. So we've got some litigation on the bump stock issue. There's a different case that's pending on certain it's pending on the merits of the Supreme Court case.
Yeah.
Excuse me, which isn't one of ours, but it's a case that we've supported on that issue. But then our big two ones have been a challenge to ATF's freedom, which was ATF's attempt to basically get rid of the so-called 80% industry. So that's been a big push. And then we have another case in Baltimore, and that's dealing with the ATF's attempts to reclassify all braced pistols function 99.9% of all braced pistols as if they were pistols. So those have been massive cases. We've gotten injunctions against the ATF for both of those cases. We've gotten merits wins in those cases in Vanderstock. So we've filed a lawsuit against every major firearms related ruling 5.5, 6 years. And so far, there have been injunctions against every major fire district in 6 years. So we're definitely trending in the right direction.
All right. I was I was talking with a friend of mine. We hear all these court cases. We hear all these terms. I hear it. I don't use it because I don't know what it means.
That's fair. So all an injunction is an injunction stops somebody from doing something.
Okay.
And so if you get an injunction against the federal government, it stops the federal government from doing something, enforcing something from.
Okay.
Now, there's two different kinds. So sometimes you'll hear us talk about a preliminary injunction. A preliminary injunction means the court is stopping the government from enforcing the challenge law during the time of the case. So basically, the court is saying, plaintiff, you're probably going to win, and so we're not going to let the government enforce the law until we get to a final resolution. So that's why it's a permanent injunction. It's final. So you get all the way to the end of the case, and the court goes, yes, plaintiffs, you did. We are going to permanently injunction, so forever. So that's what an injunction is. And that's the difference between preliminary and permanent. The other thing is here sometimes you hear a stay. The other one you'll hear in these cases that are a little bit different. They're not traditional civil litigations that have been challenging under law of the Administrative Procedure Act, which is what sets the rules for agencies to make their own rules. You'll hear us talk about vacatur. Now, vacatur is the term that means to make, to get rid of the terms. And vacatur is in these cases because under the Administrative Procedure Act, setting aside the rule and vacating the rules is the appropriate time, which just means at the end of the day, if we win, the court should vacate the rule, which means you should take the rule and just erase it. So that's the other term that will come up in these cases. And sometimes it's complicated too because a lot of people pay attention to litigation now. They look at the difference of a Fifth Circuit issue an opinion that goes outside of its jurisdictional bounds, what the petitioner can do. The important thing with Baker in these cases is that Baker is against the rules. So if the court can make the rules, then there's nothing.
This
This legal relief on riding shotgun with Sharon.
I know, I appreciate it. Because I'm like right people around. Really good terms for it. Yeah, like right on the way. What else was I? So this is kind of what happened with Park. I'm kind of feeling that, yeah. At my ago. And he won the case in the Fifth Circuit, but they didn't determine what his relief was. And it was they couldn't. He's like, so do I get to have post office? Can I sell post office? Is this good for the Fifth Circuit, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi? Or is it good for
Michael
everybody? And
Raffins,
the court said, you know,
just before the,
Basically, yeah.
I was working on some new mini dog stuff.
And that's what we're seeing a lot too as the government is using on. They're just trying to find collateral ways to stop us.
Yeah.
And so one of their pushes has been to try and murky the water around jurisdiction. There's all these terms that you can get around. Nationwide injunction, personal injunction, multiple jurisdictions. They're trying to muddy the waters around. Here's the other underlying side, right? They want these rules to be themselves. They're unconstitutional, they're unlawful, but they want to be used. They want to be able to enforce them. The second best thing is to confuse and scare the shit out of them.
oh yeah.
So that they just choose to not exercise their right because they're afraid of risk it.
Right, and then they don't have money to ruin their life or to put it in the bank. So just to be able to.
Exactly. Yeah, like it is a huge it's just to make it confusing. If it's confusing, then people are less likely to come in to try and exercise their rights, to try and enter the space. And then the threats get bigger anyway, they are deterring leadership, or they're deterring these practices.
Yeah.
And if they can deter them, they fall out of favor. Right? If you put defensive from something,
Oh,
then people are just stop looking at it. It's like they did something. Yeah, relevant to the practice.
Yes, for sure. One of the things that I think is interesting is that the anti-gun groups will they'll say, okay, they'll kind of surrender and say, listen, you know what, we can't commit your guns. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this or we're going to say, like they're doing in New York, Massachusetts, and say, hey, listen, you know what, we're going to make the training so difficult. We're going to throw it and say it's not worth it. Or even worse, it's going to cost you this much money to be able to exercise. I know I'm an instructor in Massachusetts, and I figured out it's about $800 to go from hey, I think I like to having your gun with your ammunition, with your safety, to shoot at a range that you want. It's an awesome $800, and to make it more costly, to have instead of 4-hour fire, to have the 16 or 18 process and get some qualifications, active shooter training,
Yeah, you used to see all these things, all these contests. I mean, licensure is crazy, and it's just how many barriers can we put in the way to make it harder for people to do, to make it more expensive. What's so ironic to me is the impact of that is to discourage like underprivileged communities from being able to possess and carry arms. Yeah, right. So the people that are out there saying that government isn't fair, our system of government isn't fair, our enforcement of laws isn't fair, right? It's racially motivated. It's based on class. The place where that's most obvious is firearms regulation. I mean, stop and frisk for firearms wasn't happening on Rodeo Drive or Fit That, right? And you're not talking. I mean, for middle class, upper class, $800, yeah, that's enough money, but it's doing it. But for people who can't afford that, and they're just functionally prohibited.
Yeah,
there's no free path for them to be able to do anything.
Right, and of course there's the it's training and education, insurance, restriction.
Imagine you had to take a 16-hour class to pay for a $800 license to get a permit to purchase a Twitter account, and to have training on how to tweet, to have training on what speech is protected, what is it, and yeah, imagine if you had to do
It's so bad now.
you had to spend thousands of years to 2 minutes just to be able to have the best free speech, or to be able to speak, or to exercise. It would be up in arms.
They're going to be up in arms, but they can't use any of those. You got to take a class. You got to go through requirement background check.
Yeah. And that's always that's like at the end of the day, that's our biggest issue is we want to ensure that everybody has access to exercise. The right to self-defense, the right to protect yourself, others, the right to resist tyranny is one of the most fundamental human rights. It is a basic natural human. And the idea that we suffer these infringements day after day, when we set up a system of government that's specifically designed to protect against those infringements, is why we do what we do.
Tell us more about bump stock cases and the.
Yeah, so bump stocks is currently pending on the merits of the Supreme Court. So what that means is the Supreme Court has already agreed to the case. The case is being agreed this week. And that means that the Supreme Court, generally speaking, there are instances where this is the case, but generally speaking, we will see an opinion from the Supreme Court about the outcome at some point before June. So that's huge. I mean, it could lay the groundwork for a lot of these other everything else. Yeah. in particular, there's a question of criminal laws are supposed to be interpreted if in favor of it's and that's a big issue. Statutes, the laws, comes back as application doesn't change. So I think that I'm hoping that we'll see that moving in that the agency can yeah, and I'm hoping to see some treatment and majority of opinions on this issue. So even if there is an even if potentially that ambiguity has to be interpreted in favor of the defendant to be so I would expect to see a ruling one good thing I know a lot of people are considering on the Supreme Court right now and seeing how some of these cases this would be a 5-hour decision didn't allow us to do it. But yes, not here. This is the one thing I would say is court is very hesitant on it. So it's like the model is good, and it's like okay, all these other models, it's like yeah. So yes, this is economics, but also this is administrative law. And so it can have a huge impact on that. So which might take away some of the now just emerge that more traditionally small so I think that's kind of where public stock sits, and we should lay some kind of groundwork. It's the races. We're currently litigating the case on contracts. So we have our injunction. In that case, and of course, another court rights to stay as well. So the federal government appealed so that just about the injunctions, but we slow for no man. So we are plowing ahead merits of the cases. So we've already filed our plea. Basically, what that means is the whole merits of the case is proceeding without being able to pause it. That way, we can get that resolution of this is awesome. Which again, we are big, which would be higher.
Yeah, didn't supposed to get the letter today. I don't know. But my money don't need to go. It's not in the small.
But I do the same thing for myself. I like it. You live in Green America.
I've undertaken some.
Very cool. It's always tricky. I come in with DIY.
Yeah.
Right. And I think part of the people we can thank for wanting to live in just our own history, but in our own American history, but we can thank
Yeah.
Because you're not really a furniture builder.
I think in this context too, you might be a manufacturer.
If the firearms law pertained to IKEA, then yes, you would be a
I think it's brilliant. I have my 3D printer, not very good, but I do love 3D printing stuff. Self-manufactured. I love to see the industries. I'm so called. I keep saying like this hard. 80%ers. It's just a marketing term. It doesn't denote anything. Not 80% manufacturing.
The 81% is bad. 79 is good.
It's great.
Right?
Yeah. So I'd love to see that industry evolve and to make it so that people can really self-manufacture and take advantage of their ability to do so or their right to do so. I also think it's a beautiful way to get people into it helped me understand how firearms better.
Oh,
Way
oh.
yeah. I think that's a really great more firearms, which also just makes people better stewards of the safer with firearms.
Yep.
And it is really this very cool feeling of like connecting back to your ability to self-manufacture your own for your own. I mean, that is just kind of it's a very beautiful. So I really love the industry.
All right. We've got to let you go, but hold on a second. Nick, would you like to do this here and now? Like on this?
Definitely, yeah. We could do
Do you
this.
want to? All right. Uno momento, por favor. You
Yes.
stay here. So we have Nick Long from CNJFO, the Coalition of New Jersey Firearm Owners, and he's got something for you. I know.
It's always exciting.
It's not an 80%er. It's not Samson parts, but it is something very cool. And we're gonna bring Nick from CNJFO up. After Nick comes up, we're gonna have Jim Faster Saves Lives. Jim Irvine.
I have.
Those guys are doing some amazing stuff, and they're in a bunch of states. I'm going to step out of here. I'm going to let Nick do all of this. Nick, come have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
Here. Have a seat. Hop on in there.
All right, thank you.
Here, you want to put these on? There we are. I didn't sanitize them.
That's okay. That's right. All right, how you doing, Cody?
I'm doing well, Nick. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So, on behalf of the Coalition of New Jersey Firearm Owners and the work that you've done with us to promote the independent in New Jersey, we actually have a check here for you, $5,000 from the CNGFO, and this is to help fund the lawsuits that you've been helping us work with.
That's fantastic, Nick. We really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure working with you guys. It's been an absolute pleasure litigating against those tyrants in New Jersey and doing everything we can to make sure that you guys exercise your rights just like anybody in the United States can.
As a grassroots organization, it's really key to have somebody on the national level that's helping us out for helping do these lawsuits. Because we can't do it alone. It's a place for us as an entire budget.
Absolutely, really appreciate it. Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate the support. Thank you very much, and we'll keep fighting. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Nick.
Very cool. Let me grab these off your head. All right.
We get a couple more pictures in
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent job. Thank you very much, sir. All right. We are, Cody, thank you so much, dude.
Thank
It was a
you.
pleasure to meet you. I'm going to have to come down to Nashville and get a show with you there.
Absolutely.
We're going to let you go.
Okay.
And you're good, man.
Awesome. Thanks, sir.
What we're going to do now is we're going to bring in Jim Irvine from Faster Saves Lives. Before we talk about Faster Saves Lives, I want to talk about Mission 22. With Heinberg here at the Shot Show.
on a lot of
Samson Manufacturing booth 70737. They have a claw machine right behind me. Some gentleman here is using it. And what they're doing is they're raising money for Mission. They're raising money for Mission 22. Mission 22 is to raise money to help our veterans, and they all take 22 veterans take their lives every day. So they're raising that. Anything from
I don't know if you want to
sure, obviously,
Yeah, we can do
to $1,800.
Yeah.
So you need to come down to do that.
Took some video.
All right, the next person we're going to have coming in is Jim Irvine. Jim Irvine is from Faster Saves Lives, and Faster Saves Lives teaches. They teach school staff, and they teach. It's not just teachers, but you teach everyone else that's in the school staff, so custodians, lunch ladies. I don't know if we want lunch ladies back in heat, but you know, we've had it did good. Excellent.
So I mean, this is
Yeah. All right. So, tell us more about that.
So it's the acronym Faculty Administrator Safety Training. Right, and so now it's just in the Bible. It's pretty weak at this point. Figured it was trained approximately 3 How did Fester start out? It started out after City Book Master at just the age of 21 in elementary. You have to do unfortunately, paper craft all the things in schools is not safe. So it's kind of almost every school in the country has the normal in schools today. We need to change that. Schools listen. Law enforcement school domination on this. Like, wait a minute. The school is the one there to do kids. I'm sure it'll be something about us. Single risk. As it is, dating center.
Yeah. There was a huge difference in the teacher beginner that happened. The higher profiles. The difference between evolving and yes is it's right. Yes, it is because natural right now. But they were able to respond faster and faster. Study
Right. And it's hard to ask that you get to good medical treatment, more likely to tolerate it. It's just that's a fact. Why would you wait around 20 minutes for a kid to maybe he's not doing brain surgery, your stroke, but maybe he's the one that's stabilizing you so that you're alive when you get to that. That's what the school staff is doing. Is they're keeping the kids alive. It's like a tradition. How is that? They do the same thing. They do the same thing. It's a job you're doing. Part of the meeting it's a school. That's the law in every 50 states. They do a really good job. The schools excel at this where they put the effort in. We're saying, hey, you got to be able to find this.
It is. I want to get to the business stuff in a second, but people, you know, they get. Likes to talk about how is it possible for a town or a school to allow their people
So the schools and stuff. So even in your scary stage, you still have to have license. Schools. And then states have a lot of states have prohibitions on it. And a lot of them, the school board is not there's exemptions. Or doing reenactments. You go to history. So there's exemptions in that restriction. But we get some big exceptions is some of your school has authorized. And so the school authorized you and there you go. It's like training teams. This is a new situation. It's a sensitive place. Shots aimed at a really horrible person that accidentally hit a little Susie. That's not acceptable.
So we got some training and some skills, and then the school sets the standard, and then they continue to build on that, skills, and it plays out in all sorts of other issues that our schools get into these days, and it's cool.
Yes, you were telling me about the intended benefits of this.
Yeah, so yeah, like I was just talking to a lot of responses. We're the professionals. And sheriff, they did a homicide. Two bodies from the car. And he's got pulled up from a gas station. But I don't know. No idea where this started. But also the superintendent was I can't tell him why. We're young. Maybe in a year. It's what it is. 20 minutes later, the superintendent comes back. You're standing for behavior, for being your face to face. It's wearing the same shoes he is in your community. So, multiple homicide, that's not the same life. So, 3 minutes. Because there's trust. It's like the point of schools, perhaps, still superintendent get a teacher so-and-so, yeah. So, the fact is, it's going to get he's going to get booked. It's not an hour. You and your board have a heads up. Guess what? That doesn't come from a inch. That comes from trust. But then trust is going to be part of a lot of personal stuff. Read 600 pages and involved in all those and other get to see it. But everyone really hit the age for a lot of stuff. It's a training. Well, yeah. That's going to prevent us anything that happens whether it's a restaurant, or let's say it's to eat, or something really serious. The person the longer they work together, the better they perform under really bad situations. That's what an after thing is. Let's start working together today and start building that relationship. So when that thing happens, we know who everybody is. And we can work out those non-verbal cues so much more efficiently and save more kids' lives. That's what it's all about.
So going right into saving kids' lives, the medical thing, and I did the veterans class, but the thing that I got the most out of was the medical stuff. That is something I'm lacking in the Hitler again, and getting a little bit of that was.
We hear that. That's one of the common habits of the class. It's like how out of the medical. And so every state, they're allowed to use medical. Yeah. In the United States, they are so good at taking gunshot wounds. 90% of gunshot are different guns survive. They're so good at it. Listeners are 5 times a day. Half of them are there's other things that go to that. But our nation is, your kids are going to lay on the phone and bleed out. That is the standard here. I find at least the schools have got to take basic stuff. 3 to 4 classes of training to 80 to 90% of the somebody. Oh, that's not just you just want to later in time. We say this is guess what? It's a lot. The timelines cross all the time. I want this to live and you better have staff training. It's simple, it's easy, it's a good excuse for
Where do you work training?
We do training within Ohio, North Ohio, South Cleveland, Adams County, which is about 40 and then we also do mobile classes. So we've had shared, like, ideally, we've done training in a bunch of different states. We were out in Idaho last year. I've heard about going to Texas over the last couple of days. That's Bill in Nebraska, months ago. Testified in another state. So there's lots of stuff going on. The best way to do remote classes is work with your sheriff, have them post the class. They get to take credit for bringing us in. They get to use their range. We get to train their enforcement officers. They get to train them on this. And then they understand what we're doing. And they understand what we're doing. So they can start filling in gaps on things that we didn't get to because they think it's important to start building a relationship. MasterSagesLives.org is the website. And we'll talk to parents that you get from. But people want to think the finger. Your school is not taking seriously. Take it seriously. I fixed it. A little bit of drunk driver go, probably won't crash. It'll probably be okay today. No, that's obviously statistically it probably will.
most drunk drivers don't get in an accident on that every day they're drunk. But it's still not acceptable. It's right. It's yes. Yeah, and you would never put your kid in there and go, well, I hope today works out. Should be fine. Yeah. Well, yeah, one day I'll work, but I'm going to pay for 12 years. And guess what? Yeah. As your school taking this serious. And now the trends are getting worse. Both sides of it, I don't agree on that. So what is your school doing? Since our peers are getting better. It's neither school nor jam.
I want a Tim. I want
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so we had school district reach out to us local officers and say, I don't know. One person put on your but he pestered, and the shame the guy. All right, we got to do it totally different day because I can't do it. Well, the teachers really got to shoot the sheriff. They're all just in school. Superintendent says, you don't pass. You're not going to your certification. So guess what? They practiced out there every one of them. So the sheriff's never seen that one. Yeah. So next year, he's like, all right, I'll do this, but that was simple. See if she would get along. So it was a little embarrassing. So think about that. The next year, the sheriff got smart. He's like, wait a minute. Told his law enforcement, you're shooting with the school staff. These teachers. So everybody's a little bit more nervous. So now they have a friendly competition. Which group has the best targets? Well, guess what? We raised the performance of our school staff, and we raised the performance of our law enforcement. Both raises. Everybody is friends this year. Law enforcement has increasing where they get the information to schools. Some schools are really speaking. Hey, something happened. This stuff's going on. Yes, it'll be fair. It's going to lower the changes. So that event happens in our school, and we're not there. Guess what? In that event, because that was we're so glad with this relationship that it turned what could have been a good situation to a routine thing. We have doing the end lessons and we'll be able to get right because we were bringing there. There's so many neat stories out of it. Just continues forever. The qualification in order to pass the fashion. We do it's 98%. It's significantly higher than law enforcement. In other states will actually need to be doing because if we're saying, hey, we qualify to hire somebody in the law enforcement, it's like, it's great. We want to work better with law enforcement, so we're changing some things and using some law enforcement recommendations on how we make this work better for them. We're looking at doing a presentation at the National Associations for Resources.
I think I must be able to.
So we've got those and they're interested in it. That's a natural. The school resource officer, we always talk about this. It's got a SWAT training. Why would you train for schools? Well, you want them to see what we're training and why we're training, because that'll help them on the law enforcement side. But we want to see so we can fill things in. Yeah, he's your liaison between law enforcement and schools. So he can facilitate the sort of transfer of knowledge. Which yes, they're always already doing anything. The school resource officers on Facebook. Those are such valuable crime-saving solving tools. Right. That's our law enforcement is changing and involved in that. They do really well at that. And our schools, the medical community, they bring first. They used to teach law enforcement. Our enlightened educators, well, the same thing. Why are you enlightened educators the last ones to learn?
Yeah.
Yeah. it's because they're good people who care. They've just never been presented information. So for you parents, present information to them. Help them learn this stuff so that they understand what they say.
I know you're getting a call. We have somebody. I'm trying to watch this. I'm trying to do everything. But somebody's.
This is easy. We're not even. You and I are
He's
used
not
to
even
talking.
driving.
You and I are used to talking to people while we're traveling. This is a, I think
This
this
is
is
just
not
not sitting in the same place. We've got one person that asks if we. I know you guys are doing a lot of comments about the audio, and I'm not sure how to fix it. But somebody asked a question. So DJ, if you have a question about the program, please type it in, and we'll see if we can get to it. If I can read it and we can get to it, that'll be cool. So DJ, if you got a question, please do.
And anybody who doesn't email me, Jim at PastorSaveSlives.org.
There we go. If you have a question, you want to talk to Jim, Jim at PastorSaveSlives.org. Let's see. What's his question here? How many states? Wait, 22 states.
22 states, and we're working. We have a proposal with Congress, DC, it's a federal funding. And as I read through all the right, 600 plus pages. And it's the sad thing is there's nothing shocking that I've learned. I mean, what we learned is we wish a lot of wish our school staff take safety seriously. Right. We know when you don't, things don't go together. So I haven't really anything out so far. It's frustrating as heck, but it's not surprising to understand these things now. It's the same report each time. We wanted to do the same way. Last year's coach fair in Nashville, they did a lot of things right. You need to study and learn from that. I'm sure media spent more time with the successes than they do the failures. I know leads and all that stuff. That's what we want. But can I get accurate information? I'm a hero. I want to know why something wrong so that I don't make that mistake. And my passengers are, and that's what we want. Sitting back here, like, well, you know what? I'm wrong. I said we about the same thing for schools. Go hard, be better, be safe for all kids. Those kids are just every bit as important, or even more so, than the 180 passengers that are behind me.
All right, listen. I know you've got to get moving.
I do, and I know you got other.
This is it. Like I'm going to do a couple people a day for shows like this. But I do have other shows I got to do. So, Jim, thank you so much for being on. Tell us again where we can find you.
It's website, mastersavelives.org. Okay, my email is Jim at mastersavelives.org.
All right, very cool. Stick around. I got to plug a couple things.
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right, so listen, we thank you guys for tuning in. I am going to try to talk to someone and try to figure out how to get better connection so we get some better audio and hopefully some better video as well. Thank you guys all for tuning in. We're live here at the show. Don Moran says hello.
Oh, yeah, I know. He's not. Yeah, sure. I got it.
I thought I saw him yesterday, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of bald guys with like this. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We're here at the Samson Manufacturing booth 70737 at the SHOT Show. Behind me is a claw machine for $10. You get two opportunities to win anything from a Samson hat or a Samson T-shirt to an $1,800 optic. So if you're here at the SHOT Show, please come down and do that. Thursday, they're going to be giving a rifle. There's a rifle way up here above my head. They're going to be giving that away with the band 3 Doors Down, and they are going to autograph that as well. So that's going to be on Thursday afternoon. And thank you guys for tuning in. Jim, this has been great. This is your first SHOT Show?
No, it's not. It's my first in a few years. It's always, it's so overwhelming. Anybody who's ever plays here, you guys have heard about those prizes. I looked around before I came out of here. There's
It's you can like I said, you can win anything from a Samson hat or shirt or a little green as well. A little green army minutes. So we're going to sign off. We thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Vegas time, 1 p.m. in Eastern time. We are going to have some people from Gun Owners of America. I think we're going to have Ben Sanderson. Stephen Williford is going to be coming, I believe, as well as Tony Simon from the Diversity Shoot. So please tune in to all of the Riding Shotgun socials. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Let me shut this down, and we're out. Oops. Now